Namaste, I JVWU Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in JVWU Women's University and the Faculty of Education and Technology. So today I will discuss the topics. That topic session name is the cloud computing working and their advantages and disadvantages. Isn't it? So for better understanding too, I am just sharing the word files to make you better understand. So please wait 1 moment here. We just cloud computing. Isn't it? Like this one is the. So now, what is the cloud computing? How the cloud computing works? What is the advantage disadvantage of cloud computing? We are just including these all points in this session. Okay. So cloud computing can be described as the it is just like a virtual pool of resources which offers you to compute storage database and network services that can be rapidly deployed at the scale. Isn't it? This is basically the cloud computing. And there are two main factors or the contributed to the success of cloud computing, that is the technological advancement such as the virtualization of the compute and the instances abundant high performance or high internet speed access. Okay, widespread investment in constantly building and updating the infrastructure, which results in the economics of the scale. Because of these factors, which factor investment constantly in these all the because of these factors, cloud computing can take all the ingredients that make up a traditional data center and make all these resources available to the consumers on an as needed basis. Hmm? So now, how cloud computing works. So this is the basic things that which shows you the cloud computing working. To understand the working of the cloud computing, this is really easier to understand that any software say you know that there are two parts. One is the front end, second is the back end, isn't it? In front end, you are whatever you are developing, and in back end, you are using the database or the server, isn't it? Database is basically connected to the server, so that is known as back end. So now, the here to understand the working of the cloud system, it is easier to understand. So we are dividing it into the two sections. First section is the front end, and second section is the backend. So the connected to each other through the network. These all are connected through each other by using the network, usually the internet. Isn't it? The front is inside is the side of the computer user of client. Front end is what? This will be the side or computer or the client's. Backend is the cloud side. Okay. So here this is the diagram which shows the cloud computing, and cloud computing is basically the mixing of the front end and back end. Okay, so this is the mission of the country. Here you are seeing that in the curve OLAPs shape, outer of all the laptop servers, database, tablets, phones, these all are the and the applications, platform infrastructures, these all are the using for the systems cloud computing. The front end consists of the computers, client's computer and computer network. Also, the application essential to the cloud system. It is not necessary that all cloud computing systems have the same user interface. This is not necessary that the other cloud computing services have also the same interfaces, that they have the all the they have all the desktop or the computers or the networks, and also using the cloud applications, isn't it? On the back end of the cloud technology system, there are various computers Various computers might be possible at there and the servers and also the data storage system that make up the clouds. A cloud computing, basically the potentially including the computer program from data processing, whatever the data is processing and they are taking the computer programs to the video game. Generally, each application will have its own dedicated server. Okay, now the benefits of the computer. The first benefits is here the reduced need on site IT staff. This is the first point what I will discuss it in that in many companies you can see that many companies who are removing the IT staff so which is related to maintaining the data server, isn't it? So why they are removing that stuff? What is the reason behind to removing that stuff? The main reason is behind to removing that stuff is that that company are using the cloud computing technology, and in cloud computing technology they are they are easily get the infrastructures where they can upload or to secure their potential data or the high confidential data, so they haven't required any more persons to who take care of that data of that company, isn't it? So removing of IT staff's reason is this one. Okay, and to taking the services for storing that all the data is basically done by the service level agreements. Okay, so service level agreements provides the various policies which helps us to maintaining your data and confident to make the integrity of your confidential data. Okay, so now here you can also see that you will have to staff that understand how to migrate to the cloud. You so for removing much more staffs, they only keep that staffs who have the knowledge that how to migrate the data to the cloud server and how to take the data from the cloud server to their systems as per requirements of the users or the companies person. Okay, and manage its resources, how to manage the resources, how to contribute to new DevOps needs in your new deployments. And now, second point is that it is the cost effective. What is the meaning of the cost effective? The person who are purchasing some things, and when they see that this is the cost effective, then the things has not much more cost, then you can easily buy that things, isn't it? So this services, cloud service technology is basically done to keep mind of all the peoples and their money affordable technologies, and that all peoples can afford mm, that much money for to take the services of clouds. So this is the cloud effectiveness, cost effectiveness. So this cloud services cost effectiveness, isn't it? This means that you don't have to make huge investment in physical to purchasing the storage and to maintaining that storage. You didn't need much more investment of the investment in physical equipments like the hardware and the softwares that need to maintain to become the obsolete. Okay, so now the next point is will be the constant innovation. What is the constant innovation? Cloud offers you the constantly improving to the faster and cheaper. That clouds are nowadays also they are emerging with some new technology, new techniques emergence with the clouds to make the it very fast working and very cheaper in context of the money. For example, Amazon Web Services EC2 instances have had many generation changes over the years uh, use, since uses is a large uses is a la carte user is a whether fully on demand on prepaid for short amount of time, user can always benefited if the upgrading seamlessly to the newest instances type. Okay, this is the basic things. In addition, new services are constantly offered to the cloud customers to improve the support for the machine learning on working different cloud providers. This provides easy access to the latest advancement and without large amount of initial expenditure. Isn't it? So the constant innovation is already done in this field, cloud computing technology, with the emergence of many more new algorithms and the techniques of the technology in this one. So now backup and disaster recovery. You all know that the data is very precious things for uh, taking the backup and recovery of that data during any disaster occurring. And so cloud environments offers you to the extensive ways to easily set up the backup and recovery, disaster recovery, which will be benefit for the users to store safely their data into the cloud, and by it, and this is done by using the purchasing new infrastructures, and gives the paid the some amounts of on that particular infrastructures which you have purchased, and you can make your data redundant across the many area like your in your systems and in your clouds also, and leverage different speeds and the cost options for varying the levels of backup to customize your disaster recovery plan. Okay, so next point is the shared responsibility model. What is the shared responsibility model? Cloud providers must meet the significant compliance needs to the proof that they safe for use by the billion of dollars. What is the meaning of these lines? I'm just explaining it that suppose if you are sharing some information of the government sites with another person, that this also provides you to the sharing responsibilities is basically provided by the cloud service provider, so you can easily share the contents or documents of these sites. Consumer benefits from this emphasizes on security, but they must aware about that they have part as well as the, so various companies like the Amazon, which provides the services like Amazon web services, will also secure the cloud itself, isn't it? And the customer must secure what is in the clouds. So they also provides the sharing responsibilities models to the cloud customer. What are the some risk of cloud computing technology? There are various risks will be under the cloud computing technology. One of them is that what cloud providers must meet. Cloud requires the hundreds of digital storage devices. Cloud computing system need at least twice the number of storage devices. Isn't it? Twice the number of storage device to keep the client's information stored. That's because the device occasionally break down. Suppose if the device occasionally break down, a cloud system makes copy of client's documents or the informations to store it on the other device. This method making copies of data as a backup is called redundancy, isn't it? So how you can say that the redundancy? So this is makes the redundancy of the data or the information of the client, cloud client, isn't it? So this is the some risk of the cloud computers. Okay, so I have discussed that how the cloud computing works. So this is all over. Now we will discuss the next topic.